What's up, radio world, digital world, cyber world? This is DJ Jordan J coming at you hard with the left hook for the Vol.2 show, Volume 2 of the series. This is a series dedicated to everyone who is a busybody like myself and possibly yourself. It's always on the go and got things going on and have things to do and, goals to crush and whatnot. That's really where it's at. And I just make it in a format that is more compacted. Treasure that is compacted, truly immortalized treasure that is compacted, because what I'm giving is stuff that could last a lifetime and does. So on that note, I'm going to bring out music that is immortal. This is a band that is really in that category. Smashing Pumpkins just came out with a brand new album, massive album. The album is called Autumn, and I would really recommend buying it or checking it out to start and then buying it. I found it, and it just kind of was something that I've just kind of peeled away at the layers and went track by track, and it is magnificent. So a lot of really strong opinions on both sides, very, very funny. All the hate and whining is really actually quite emo and hilarious. Some of the videos, if you even look at the thumbnails on the YouTube ones, that people look angry before you even get to watch the video. They're pissed off at Billy Corgan, what the fuck, you've alienated your fans once again. It's not that kind of a situation. I would say of some of their older albums, not Siamese Dream or something like that, or Melancholy or Gish or whatever I'm talking about after those ones, they were all over the place. But it's, musical evolving is none of our business, really. It's they're going to go on that journey and, just evolve and change. And where they're at now is the happy side of the movie, as far as I'm concerned. It's a very, very advanced place sonically where they're at. So I really appreciate it. And it's more mature and just something that's way more universal than ever. And Smashing Pumpkins was always a band like that could reach a very, very vast audience. Very good band and heavy band. Very much guitar driven, but also able to do every other kind of music and just make masterpieces, because that's kind of the school that they come from. Billy Corgan is quite the guy. So yeah, it all comes from him generally, organically. So yeah, here we are with the songs that I'm going to play from Autumn. I'm going to play two songs. I'm going to play a song called Every Morning. Then I'm going to play another song, which is the one that's making some momentum on it, which is called Beguiled. And both of them are really different in certain ways, but that's the whole point, is this album, it really is one of those albums that it's like Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness that way. It's all kinds of music, but it's a huge album. There's a lot there, and there's a lot of songs, and I really would recommend it. So there it is. But yeah, Autumn by Smashing Pumpkins. I'm going to start with the first song, like I said, which is Every Morning. And then the second song that I'm going to play is Beguiled. Here we go with the Smashing Pumpkins to start things off for the Vol.2 show, Volume 2. Thanks for tuning in.
In the dark wings, falling of the wood, who wouldn't want to yearn? With given names written upon the trunk of God, wherever it runes and goes. Or if you've traveled here or far, a secret to discard without some change. And I stood behind those eyes as tired There's one way home, that's mine. And right back by your side, I'll lead with you.
two amazing songs by Smashing Pumpkins from the Autumn album. That was Every Morning, followed up by the banger Beguiled, which has a killer video I would recommend checking out. It's making waves out there in a major way, and that's what the best bands of all time do. Smashing Pumpkins currently crushing it, as always. Going to move on that note to an artist who is crushing it in Australia and the world. This is Daniel Johns from Silverchair formerly. He is number one in Australia with his album Future Never. Presently, I believe it's a masterpiece of an album, so rightfully so. But I'm going to draw from his former album Talk and play a song called Cool on Fire, which is fire, and the video is fire as well. I would suggest looking at that. But yeah, Silverchair, obviously a huge part of my life growing up, very much being a small teen in the 90s, just being, immersed in, Frog Stomp and the Freak Show album by Silverchair, but mostly the Frog Stomp album. They were never an underrated band. They were epic, actually gigantic. And once again, rightfully so, extremely talented, badass band. Up there now, considered a classic band with the greats of the grunge era, etc. But I'm going to explore Daniel Johns with y'all right now, and his music has evolved, and he's taken a lot of different directions while the little mutts be whimpering, but he does what he wants to do, and musically it's fantastic to witness and be a part of just as a listener, truly. So you get to see him evolving and maturing and taking different direction boldly, in my opinion, as an artist. So on that note, let's go with the song Cool on Fire and check it out and see what Daniel's doing. Here it is, Cool on Fire by the great Daniel Johns. Daniel Johns' Cool on Fire from the Talk album, which is a real experience to listen to front to back. I love all the layers of music, all the diversity and idiosyncrasies that he introduces and explores. But yeah, that and the Future Never album that just came out, I would encourage anyone to check that out. That's #1 in Australia, as I mentioned earlier, doing very, very well. It's a genius album sonically. It's ironic that it's called Future Never. It's a futuristic album, truly sonically advanced. Something for everyone, I would say. I want to move on down the line here on the Flow to Go show, Volume 2. We're going to play a song now by Jane's Addiction, 2 songs in fact. I'm going to play a song from the Nothing's Shocking album, which is a long time mainstay for me. Been listening to Jane's Addiction, just here and there over the years. I don't listen to all their stuff, but I love these songs that I'm going to play for you. And I would, suggest that you go and do your homework if you haven't heard of Jane's Addiction before. So here's a song to start things off. It will be Mountain Song from Nothing's Shocking. And then I'm going to play a song from the Strays album, which came out in 2004 later on in their career. I believe it was a reunion. A lot of videos and very cool media that was surrounding that. The Strays album, yes. And the song is going to be True Nature from that album. So let's start it off with the Mountain Song. Here's Jane's Addiction. one of the best bands out of Los Angeles, Jane's Addiction, with Mountain Song from the Nothing Shocking album, followed up by True Nature from the Strays album. Iconic band with great longevity, on tour now, killing it. So let's finish up the Flow to Go show Volume 2 with one great song by Deftones from the Saturday Night Wrist album. The song is Cherry Waves. I want to thank everybody for their support online and in person, any other shape or form. Otherwise, I just really appreciate everything, all the correspondence. I just hope the best for everyone and that everyone's evolving and going through personal growth that's very beneficial to them. I just encourage them, and I like to encourage people in person when I see them. I think that needs to be reciprocated on every side for everyone, especially right now, given the circumstances, especially in North America. But that's a whole lot, so let's just keep on pushing through and pushing upwards despite the circumstances. I think we can just support each other and have faith in whichever, God, each other. It's a big picture. So let's just go out on that note. Deftones with the song Cherry Waves from Saturday Night Wrist. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on Volume 3.